So hey guys, in terms of this video there is going to be no fancy editing or anything just because I know that people want the information out there and I just got out of an ultrasound and I'm like, okay, what is going to be the best leveling method? So obviously, like everyone knows from my last video, like I'm used to manually clicking, right? And like click, 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 click. So I actually was told by a friend that I should be doing something else, and so let's bring up my macros, system user macros, and obviously, like, because I got a new computer, I lost all my shared macros, so I just put this one here, and so this is a macro that is, I currently have it keybinded to 1, and so this will let you go and it is going to let you target an NPC, which yes, these crystals, these different gathering nodes do count as it, which obviously this lock-on feature, I actually didn't know this existed until recently, and I'm like, that's pretty amazing. But more than that, it will actually let you move there. And this is all vanilla base game, like I don't do that botting stuff. So it's just like you add this to the macro and then like you obviously can go there. And so as you can see, I removed my key binding from 2. So let's explain that really quick because that is a huge part of this leveling. And so I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. So confirm is normally num0, but num0 is quite literally on the other end of my keyboard and I'm like, I am not pressing that. And so I have it set for 2. And so that is like confirm, which if you go to something, and I'm just gonna press my 2 key, so some people probably are already like, oh, are you spamming 1 and 2? And that's exactly what I'm doing. So the macro that I showed on screen, and then you re-keybind that to 2, and then you can quite literally just spam over and over and over 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now, as I'm doing that on one hand, my other hand's obviously free, and I can because the map, and so don't like be shocked if you have like something open and then it's like it doesn't work. So like this is the location that I'm at. I'm at the top. This is going to be rank 10 or above. As you can see, I'm just about rank 11 already. It really, how to say it, there is no quick way of doing this. Like you can either wait many weeks to get it through doing the handicrafts, or you could just do what I'm doing, which is just straight out grinding it, which I think is the best way. I want my days of work for my mammoths to be used on the new content, and I'm like, okay, I am just going to do this. And so this is the location of rank 10 or above. I'll show the location for below, and I'll timestamp it on my video. I'll make sure to timestamp it for you guys. But really what I am doing here is I am on my left hand spamming 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, just oscillating my hands, and then on my other hand, or rather in front of me, is going to be my phone, and I'm actually catching up on like Netflix shows that I actually have no time to watch. And alternatively, this is where I know controller players in the past used to like take their controller and like move around the house because it was like wireless, and they just like mash the 2 buttons even if they're like going to the washroom. And so basically I have turned this, and as you can tell, I don't even need to even turn my camera. Like I don't need my hand on the mouse. I don't need anything. Obviously, if you get like stuck, like don't be foolish. Like this rock especially, I notice like I'll have like the Netflix going, and then I'll be like, wait, I'm like just mashing my keys and I'm like right in front of there. So you will obviously get stuck. This is like definitely so much easier though than doing manual clicking. As soon as someone told me, oh, you're manually clicking, I'm like, what do you actually do? And so just as I'm flying down there, I'm going to put the macro back up. So obviously you don't really technically need any of this stuff. Like duty action 1, what is duty action 1? That is specifically this, which is your sprint. I actually have it dragged to my bar here, as you can see. So that's the aisle sprint. Duty action 2, likewise, is going to be... I can't put it on that hot bar. Where's the hot bar I can put it on? Or as I'm trying to navigate there. Yeah, it's your aisle return. And so if you are before rank 1, I mean, rank 10, you go through these nodes, and this is just the same as my other video. I'm just making sure to add this here because I know I'll have people be like, hey, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know where we're supposed to go. So, like, you just do here, and you do, like, the same thing. Like, let me go through a bit. Let's just 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, or whatever keybinds work for you. Like, obviously, if you're on your controller, you're going to be doing something else, but that is literally all I'm doing and gathering like a madman. That is all. Nothing too fancy to this method. Just one last second. I will get my keybinds open. You are going to want to change the confirm. I will get the macros open again, just so that it's very visible, so people are like, what are you doing? So it's this confirm keybind. You can leave it on num2, num0, and then you can set this key setting to whatever you want to press. Then you have this macro, drag it anywhere. And yeah, that is basically the technique. There's nothing fancy to it. I am just grinding it out. And yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying patch 6.3 so far. I am going and doing my Island Sanctuary madness that I did last patch because I actually really like Island Sanctuary. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say. Some people are like, are you crazy? I know, I like it. It's fun. And I'm really excited to see what the new handicrafts are. But again, just 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know if it's going to prefer up there. Nope, it's preferring the closest thing, which is going to be this. And then this loop should close itself. I'm going to probably go to the sugar, then I'm going to go down there, and then the loop's going to close itself. I said that before I actually tested it out. Okay, I'm just like, if it takes me to the apple tree, I'll feel really dumb. Okay, see, and then the loop closes itself. So that's it. I'm going to be throwing this up onto YouTube, guys. I know nothing fancy today. I am so sorry. I will do a more fancy, proper version later, but I know people are like, we're getting off work now, especially people in EST time. They're like, we're getting off work. We want to go to Island Sanctuary. Cole will get us the information now, and so here you guys go. Anyhow, take care, everyone, and I hope that you enjoy the patch. See you.